Okay guys, welcome to this new and exciting episode. So in today's episode, I'm actually going to show you a setup that is actually one of the most easiest ones to trade, right? So it is actually a shift from level 1 to level 2, right? That consolidation is what I'm actually going to talk about. So considering that we have our market maker cycle like this, right? We are going to talk about this setup here and how to do it. It's actually a level 2 to level 3 setup, right? And I'm actually, emphasizing on this kind of a setup. You know why? Because it's easier considering that we have our peak formation low logged and our level 1 with clear formations and stuff, right? Okay, so I'm giving this example as as like uptrends, right? You definitely do the same on a downtrend. So considering that, guys, we have our market maker cycle like this, right? So this push up to here, this pull back up to this point is what we are going to talk about. So the first thing that you need to identify is you must have something like a clear level 1 consolidation that is more dense, right? What I'm trying to say here is, supposedly we have a peak formation low here. Our level 1 is to have that consolidation that takes a long time, which means the consolidation will be doing this. So on this last push here, right, up to level 3 is where you draw your trend line, right, and touch it to the last leg of a peak formation, right? So from this point here, okay, this is like a visual, it's something like a visual explanation, right? You definitely do that on a root chart. You're going to do that. So you draw a trend line like this, right? So you touch this part of the peak formation as well as this push of this consolidation, right? So the first thing that you have to notice is that the level 1 consolidation has to be like more dense, right? It has to like happen on a longer time, right? So let me choose my previous back color. So what you do after you see this, you draw your what will it be? It will be a resistance at this point in time, but it will be turning to support, right? So you draw it at this point. Then you now wait for a move up to here. You can actually see that we have two confluences here. The other confluence that you may use is you may look for chart patterns such as flags, symmetrical triangles, and what the who, right? The other confirmation that you definitely wait for is an EMA. There will be an EMA 200 around this zone here. So price will definitely do something like consolidate here. It will take a lot of time to consolidate up to this point. So this will be your entry trigger. Sometimes the market may do something like come slightly down here to trade people, right? You know the objectives of the market maker. But after he touches this point here, he has to go up to level 3. Okay guys, I hope you understand this thing. So your level 1 is to be like a more like a more dense consolidation, right? And you must have something like a resistance that is actually turned into a support, as you can actually see here. So this will be your entry trigger. You go here. Suppose look at this one was something like a flag. We'll talk about that, right? So this is all about this thing, guys. Let me shift to a root chart and show you what was happening on V10. So you can actually see that we have got V10 on an H4 time frame, and we had our peak formation low right at this point here. But I'm not going to include all those EMAs because they will make our chart look scruffy. So you can actually see that we had this push up to here, which created something like a level 1. So we had our level 1 consolidation up to this point here. So what I want to talk to you guys about is that you can actually see that this consolidation here was not like that kind of a dense one, but the concept is still the same. So you draw your trend line, right? Sorry about that, guys. I have to make sure that I have to draw something like a perfect trend line, those perfect things. Okay, so let me move it so we can understand, right? As I told you guys, the concept is still the same, but this one we did not have that consolidation that was a bit denser. So you can actually see that our first setup was at this point here, but the market maker actually came to this point to trade people so that people would think that he was actually selling, as well as to check people that were buying at this point here. So your stop loss will be around this one. So this was actually going to take you out. You can Booger, stop it. Okay, Booger was actually pushing my apparatus, but let's not mind him, right? So you can actually see that we had this resistance which was 10 support at this point. And okay guys, this thing actually happens in most cases, if not 98% of the times. So I want you to go on your charts, then go back and slightly test it, guys. And if it works for you, you just have to apply it. Nothing, no pun intended, no nothing. Okay, guys, this is like my Liverpool t-shirt, man. I'm an avid lover of Liverpool. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button, comment, like, and share.